Hi everybody, Coach Jackie here. Um, Today I'm going to be talking to you about why I decided to become a Beachbody coach. Kind of a little bit more importantly is why I got started into health and fitness in the first place and kind of how everything has changed since I started. So in 2010-ish, I had hit my highest weight point at about 165 pounds. I am around 5 feet tall, so that is quite a lot of weight on a very short person. I was considered severely obese and didn't realize it. Um, I thought that honestly I had convinced myself that vanity sizing was getting so bad that that's why I needed to buy extra large clothing and why I didn't fit into my mediums or even my larges for some of the clothes that I had. It was because all of the stores were out to get me and out to like body shame people. But while there might be some truth to that with some clothing companies, like whatever your views are, that's fine. I don't think that's true with everything. I definitely use that as an excuse. Um, and so then I think at one point in time, like I was at the university gym and um, I like stood on the scale and I was like, no, this is wrong. And then Forrest at that time was also overweight and he stood on the scale and he's like, yeah, the scale's definitely wrong because we had gotten fat together. So we didn't realize that we were both overweight and unhealthy. We just thought everything else was wrong. Like, not our faults. I mean, sure, we ate like whole large pizzas. We ate foot-long sandwiches with this large soda and chips, and we ate Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and we ate like copious amounts of orange chicken with like rice and greasiness, and but that's not why we were fat. It was because of everything else, like not our faults, not what we were eating or doing. Clearly that's not the case at all. So in 2000, I think it was around the springtime of 2010, I was on a family vacation and I saw some pictures of myself. Those pictures I've posted on my Facebook page now, but up until this last year, they had not seen the light of day. And I even had my sister ask me, she's like, are those photoshopped? That doesn't look like you. And I'm like, nope, that's how it was. Like, I had gotten that bad. And never talked to anybody about it ever again. Um, and so, started walking, doing very simple exercises, lost a little bit of weight, and then I think over 3 months I lost about 10 pounds, and then, just a second, okay, over 3 months I lost about 10 pounds, and then we moved to Colorado and I got an archaeology job in Wyoming and I joined a gym because it was like $20 a month or something, really cheap. And so after work, Monday through Friday, I would go to the gym and work out for an hour and I lost another 10 pounds in a month. So I was down to 140, 145. And then like continued to work out pretty consistently while living with my sister because she had a some kind of equipment like an elliptical machine or bicycle or something. Like I wasn't into running yet, so I wasn't doing that. I was just doing like really basic simple stuff and I was like killing myself over it. I still wasn't eating quite right. Definitely a lot better than what it was. Incorporating a lot more vegetables and fruits and not quite so many grains or processed foods, but I was still like not quite the right balance. But then, I was trying to educate myself on what to do. I think I probably, it's kind of hard to remember the order of events. I think I joined a gym and got a couple of free personal training sessions from signing up. And I really liked the person I was working with. He was really helpful. Tried to help me like work on my shoulders. It's something that I've always been really conscious about, which I'll get to later. And so I was like, okay, like I like this. This is good. But I want to know more. So eventually, what happened was, then we moved to Portland, and while we were in Portland, I kind of dropped off of exercising and eating right. We were walking a lot still, but not really doing anything extra. And then I started to like kind of go in a downward spiral. I got really depressed. I didn't want to do anything. I was stuck on the couch. Well, I wasn't stuck on the couch. I like stayed on the couch for a really long time. And then I remember one day, like, I was just like lying on the couch. I think I was probably reading or doing something. Might not have been doing anything. It got really bad. And then I like got a little sore from laying on the couch so long that I like moved to the floor and like slept on the floor. And it wasn't a lot of fun, and it wasn't a good time. I didn't really know what I was gonna do, because of like I just didn't know what I was gonna do. I wanted to continue doing archaeology, but it was starting to be big, like painful for me, and it was not as much fun as it used to be. And I wanted to do grad school, but all the programs that I wanted to do were in like far away from Portland, and like I love Portland. I moved here and I'm gonna stay here. And so it was just not looking good. And then on top of that, like I failed the GRE. I failed it hardcore. Like never failed test in my life. Always got really good scores, and I failed the GRE really hard. I didn't study that well, but whatever. I think it was a good thing because, and I was like, well, I should really start becoming more active. And so what I did was I looked at to signing up a personal trainer at a gym and like all those new membership fees and everything. And I was like, for about the same price, like maybe a couple $100s more, I could actually become a personal trainer and then know everything and know what I should be doing and like, like go through that. So that's what I did. I went through the courses. I almost didn't study in time enough because I was still like devastated about the whole GRE thing. So I was like, I'm never going to pass this test. But I ended up passing like way good. And then I was like, I really want to like pursue this. Like I want to take some classes in health and fitness at PSU. And so then I started to take some classes and learn about nutrition and public health and like what we need to do as like a community in order to promote health and like healthy living. Not just like go in and do this for like several weeks, but like how to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And so that was a lot of fun, and I got my first job as a personal trainer, and I was training at PSU, which by far like most amazing experience, because you get to work with everybody from all over the world in all different capacities, and it was just so much fun. So I was like, this is definitely what I want to do. And being in an environment where there were people working out consistently, it helped me with my own workout consistency, and I was actually doing pretty good, doing 3 to 5 days a week. So not too much, but definitely learning how to be consistent and how to maintain healthy living. And then after PSU, we went to China and we taught over there, and our contract was running up. We were about to come back to the United States, and I was like, great. I'm in another position where I need to find another job. Like, this is awesome. It's something that, if you have known me for a while, it's something that really annoys me with a lot of the jobs that I've had. They've been seasonal or temporary, so I'm like in a constant state of looking for a job. Super annoying, right? I'm sure a lot of you have been there. Maybe you're there now. I don't know. But seriously, it's like the most annoying thing. I applied to a lot of jobs for the Department of Health Services that I was well qualified for. Whatever. you know, like I could have done it and I could have done it with my eyes closed, and I never heard back from any of them, and there were a lot of openings, and I'm still a little bitter about it, but you know, like everything happens for a reason, and now I'm working with Beachbody, so yay. um, but so I was like looking for jobs and like really frustrated and worried that I wasn't going to have anything when we came back to the United States. So I was like scrolling through my Facebook feed because, you know, it's fun and it's what we all do. And came across this thing like Coaches Wanted. I had been following Christy Curtis for 3 years, 3.5 years, and seen her post like, oh, come be a coach, anybody can do it, which is true, but I was like, ugh. Um, and as but knowing that I didn't have to like have any specific qualifications and that I was actually like gonna be in a line of work that I wanted to do, I was like, okay, I'll send in like I'll message her and I'll say like, hey, I think I'm finally ready, like let's do this. And so I did, and she's like, that's awesome. I'm like, but just to let you know, I've been trying to for like 2-3 more months, and she's like, who cares? You can coach from anywhere. And it's true, you can. And so we got started, and, um, you know, that's kind of where I am now, or like how I got started, I guess, becoming a Beachbody coach. But now, the reason that I continue to do it, it has a lot more to do with me. Like I want to continue to do this, um, because like some of you may know that I have a really rare bone disorder that's awful, and you know, I don't talk about it much, but what it does is it causes a lot of pain throughout your body. The pain can be mild to severe depending on the day, depending on what you're doing. Um, you know, like a lot of mine is concentrated in my back area, which a lot of people have pain in their back anyway. So, like, I don't even know if it's different or if it's the same, or like, I can't really give you any comparison because I'm me, not you. So, there's that. Um, but, like, for instance, today, like, my back pain, it's killing me. Like, it's so bad. Um, but even though it's been really bad, I know that if I don't do my workouts and if I don't build my muscles, I won't have stronger bones when I get older. And I can't even imagine the pain that would be, were I not in like some various kind of shape. Um, because what happens when you do build muscle is it strengthens your bones. And, you know, women have problems with this in general. They don't do like high impact stuff or build the muscle mass to create bone mass to keep your bone density strong, so you end up with hip fractures and like all this list of stuff as you get older. So now, like, Beachbody for me is providing a real like accountability to not maintain my current state of health, but to help me prevent future god awfulness. Like, it really scares me when I think about the kind of pain that could be possible and the kind of pain that I've talked to some people with this disease that they're experiencing now, and I don't want that. You know, like, it's just awful. I I think I will do everything in my power to not feel that way. And so I look at doing health and fitness now as a preventive way. And yes, eventually everybody dies. Like, tomorrow I could get hit by a bus. Who knows? But the point is that I will be preventing as many illnesses or like as much pain as possible. Like, I'm doing everything on my part. Whatever happens, happens. But I'm doing everything now to prevent the worst from coming. And that's a big reason why I do like the crazy workout programs, or like I work out like sometimes it's not a stupid amount, it's like a good amount, but why sometimes it, sorry, why it just seems so ridiculous that I'm working out 6 or 7 days a week, but I have to remind myself that the reason that I'm doing it is so, like, maybe I feel like minor pain now, and maybe that minor pain will be the only pain that I ever feel. Um, and, like, I've seen older people who haven't taken care of themselves, or who hadn't taken care of themselves when they were younger, and they're trying to do health and fitness now, and they always say, I wish I would have done something when I was younger so it wouldn't be so painful or so awful now, so I could do some kind of movement. And like I said earlier, of course, like, this doesn't necessarily prevent everything from happening in the future, but it's not gonna hurt, like, right? Um, and so, and like, I don't know, I just want to help people who are willing and able, not even able, who are willing to try. I want to help people who are sick of feeling like crap, who want to be able to walk more than a block, without, before getting out of breath. I want to be able to help people, like, squash that pain and, like, build up a fire inside them and find their passion for health and fitness that they didn't know they had, or even just, like, their passion for living, like, sometimes life can be really overwhelming, and we lose ourselves. We lose ourselves in the daily tasks. We lose ourselves in our own thoughts, in what we perceive is happening around us, and we just stop living, and we stop being people that are interesting and fascinating, and we just, like, go through the daily activities of nothing, or of, like, minimal daily activities. And I want to be able to help people realize that, health and fitness isn't scary. It isn't about being the fittest or the thinnest or the, like, whatever est is out there. It's about being you, but the best and the healthiest version of you. The person that you want to be on the inside will come out and shine on the outside. And that's why I will, even if you say no to me 1,000 times, I will still ask you if you would like to join me in one of my online challenge groups, because I am determined to help you. Okay, bye!